I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the 49ers squeeze out a 4-point victory. David Barrett stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks.
The lowdown.
In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Peter Warwick is probably the one that most leaps out at you. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for 11 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Justin Griffith sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now, on to even bigger news, as you may have already heard. Kevin Dyson will miss the remainder of the year. And this is a big blow to this passing game, because he was obviously a main target. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Matt Hasselbeck airmailed 350-plus yards and helped his Seahawks beat the Buccaneers. In the Queen City, Cincinnati, we had the Bengals get edged out by 2 points. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Titans pick up win number 2. Browns, Cowboys. Emmitt Smith is inside his own 20. Gets the handoff, goes off right tackle. The defense must have been fast asleep. The midfield, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, 82 yards. The Cowboys go on to win this by the final score of 38-14. 10. Over at M&T Stadium, we had the Ravens come away with a 7-point win. We had a big trade also of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Well, trades aren't quite as common in the NFL nowadays as they are in other sports, certainly. But we've got news to report to you on the trading front nonetheless. Aaron Smith leaves the Steelers and heads to the Bills. So he should be a great addition to that defensive line from his slot as an outside pass rusher. In exchange, they'll get a couple of guys in the deal, and here's the one drawing attention. Troy Vincent is a guy that ought to be able to fit right in with his new club, and he should make his presence felt over time.
The Patriots got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Tempe, Arizona. The Rams won on the road and will now head home to meet the Saints. Jerry Porter stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Panthers, Chiefs. Panthers. Ricky Prohl shampoo is always a guy to look for when you're at the 10-yard line, as they are right now. Here's the snap, the lob, touchdown. The Panthers win this one by the final score of 26-10. Joey Harrington took to the air for over 300 yards and helped his Lions beat the Texans. In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, we had the Eagles come away with a 7-point win. Down in Alltel Stadium, we had the Jaguars come away with a 7-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Jason Gilden is on the move as he gets a contract for what can only be referred to as crazy money. 3 years, $10.6 million. On top of that, a $2.1 million signing bonus. Chad Bradsky will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Colts. Kenny Holmes will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 4 years, $7.3 million. On top of that, a $2.2 million signing bonus. Mo Lewis will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Eagles.
In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Packers pick up win number 2. Redskins, Giants. Mark Brunell is barking signals at the 28-yard line, surveying the defense. Now gets a snap, little spin to buy extra time. Pretty play, TD. The Redskins go on to win this by the final score of 28-17. So, 2 weeks into the books here on ESPN, here's my prime time performers for week number 2, and each is going to get a game ball. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
All right, that was quite the cap, I should say, of a recap. That was, they showed an Emmitt Smith highlight that never actually happened. But it is what it is. So now we got to take on the 2-0 Washington Redskins. Let me fix my mic a little bit. Why did we get worse overall wise? Let me check this out. ESPN. Oh right, we lost Willie Blade. Let's see. This guy's the guy that's been starting in place of Willie Blade. Is there anyone better in free agency? Looks like it. Oh, rookie. Dwayne Wards. That's pretty good run coverage too. Go ahead and see what kind of contract he wants. Only $1 million per year. It's not too bad. Have to cut somebody though. Cut Drew Henson. We'll go back to TTs. Wait a minute. There he is. Dwayne Edwards. Give him a contract. We really didn't lose too much money as well, because we also were able to get like $600K back from Drew Henson. I also have to change the depth chart. For now, that's going to be the setup. And I also wanted to look and see if there was maybe like a corner on the trade block or something. Be a little bit aggressive with my negotiation. Everyone's a defensive end man. There's Mike Vanderjagt, who he really could use, but there's no point. Alright. Let's do it. +1 overall to the defense. So, hopefully the new sliders aren't too bad. As you saw at the end of the last episode, I, did that one thing. I changed the sliders to make it to where the
Still fans making their way through the turnstiles. They'll be just in time.
Yeah, I changed the sliders to make it to where the computer was a little bit more, like, good, I guess. Hopefully I didn't make them too good, though. Do heads. They won the toss. Dallas wearing dark uniforms at home just doesn't seem right.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Gundiv boots the opening kickoff.
Don't mind my dog being grumpy, not being out of the room. He'll leave the room if I let him out, and then he'll be right back at the door trying to get back in once he realizes that my dad's outside and my mom's trying to take a nap or something. Maybe just laying down and watching TV. I don't know.
The kickers will definitely have to try to gauge the wind when aiming their kicks.
Gotta deal with this motion again.
Thanks, Susie. Crash goes in motion.
Gonna break through the line as it's deflected multiple times there.
Makes a play on this one and forces the
He gave 31 the credit, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't 31. Deserved the credit there.
that had potential for some yards, Peter. The defense was on top
Oh, Quentin Portis gonna break a huge gain. Able to shove him out. It's probably a solid 20 or more yards. I'm not sure.
first down, one man back.
Clinton Portis actually won an award for the last week. It's a good run there by, I believe it's Mark Brunell. I don't like that look. Go with something more like this. As he's going to throw into coverage, and Williams there again to make the deflection, but it just, he could have easily picked that off, he just didn't try. As he gets stuffed at the line by number 59. 48-yard attempt for the Redskins. The kick is up and almost blocked, and the kick is good. See how close this was to getting blocked. It's a great kick, though.
Barely. I'm thinking there's not too many kickers in this league who can make that with any consistency.
Let me put it this way, Dan. You have to have someone standing near the goalpost.
Bickerstaff to return the kick up to the 21-yard line. 22-yard return. We're going to stick with what's been working, and that has been this goat of a man right here, Emmitt Smith. It's Emmitt Smith with a 5-yard gain. Get a no huddle. I forgot to put our new receiver in the depth chart. Would rather have him there. Move Brian up there. There you go. That should be better.
4 yards to go.
Snap taken. Gonna check it down to Witten, who's gonna be open for a first down. A little bit more.
And gets past the markers for a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Snap taken. Carter gonna roll out. He's got a man down the field, and that's not a penalty, that's for sure.
It is not reeled in.
Quincy Carter was past the line of scrimmage.
Well, actually, how bad was... That's not too bad of a penalty, I guess. It's not worth wasting a challenge on, 5 yards. Got a man. He's got space. It's the new receiver. Can anybody catch him? Yes, they can. Number 41 was able to stop that from probably being a touchdown. Ashley Lilly? I don't know. Could this be the new receiver that Quincy Carter has needed to kind of help break out? Smith, gain of 3.
Gains about 3 yards.
Second and 6.
Snap taken, ball's handed off. It's going to be the left side or the right side, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They're pressing over on that left side, but I'm pretty sure the guy getting pressed is really low overall. Plus, we should have a man open, and no, it was deflected at the line. Now we have a long field goal attempt with Billy Cundiff.
And it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
The kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be straight down the middle and good.
The field goal attempt for Cundiff sends it whizzing between the goalposts for a field goal.
Been a very consistent kicker this year, I would say. He doesn't exactly have the strongest leg, but he's been playing really consistent. Kind of almost like an Adam Vinatieri type. Like he can kick some decently long field goals, but nothing too super crazy. But he certainly can be consistent, unlike some of the other kickers I've had in the past. Where thing is, with his kick accuracy where it is, the bar doesn't go super crazy. So he should be pretty consistent. The new DT's going to throw down Mark Brunell. Edwards, in his first career game, perfect pass rush move, tracks down the quarterback and throws him down. What a play there.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the Rangers spun the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Gonna check it down, gain of about 4 on the play, if that.
Brunell throws a bullet to the flat, and it's complete at the 22.
Cover 2 and hope that they don't exploit that. Edwards breaks through. He almost gets him down, and he's got a man over the top. What a play there by the quarterback, Mark Brunell. I believe that's Mark Brunell. If it's not, then that's just sad that I've been getting it wrong the whole time. But I'm pretty sure it's Mark Brunell. He throws into double coverage, and just another bad play there by number 31, Williams. Was in perfect position to make a play on that pass, and he just stood there and watched it, pretty much. For a 96 overall, I'm not seeing anything that's making me think he should be a starter. Pass right down underneath, and it's just bad tackling right there by the Cowboys. One missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, 3 missed tackles. You can argue that only 2 of those were really complete missed tackles, but I would argue that 2 of those should have been made. Our first real competition of the game, or of the season, I should say, and it's coming from the opposing team's offense, surprisingly, which has been something we haven't seen really all season long. Okay with that going out of bounds. We've got multiple players going over the top, but I only really want one. That's a bad read. It's deflected there by... I'm not sure who that is. I'm guessing Bowen. Try something short. Check down. Could have been intercepted. Ends up being a gain of 3 on the play. Man, it's caught. Glenn on the right sideline. On the right sideline. On the right side. Once again, that's another situation of, like I said in the other game that I had played, or in the last episode, I believe it was. That's a pass you're only gonna get in this type of game where position matters more than animation. Unlike Madden, where you throw that pass and 9 out of 10 times it's intercepted, and the one time it's not intercepted, it's batted down. not having as strong of a running attack as usual. They've made a mistake, though, on the outside, it looks like. They've left easy. Oh, no, they didn't. Carter has a man! It's Campbell! What a throw! Under pressure, and he delivers a strike. That's one of those where if he's not fast, that play ends up going for nothing. As blocker kind of got in the way right there and stopped that from maybe being close to a first down. Can't just go away from the run, though, just because it hasn't worked a couple of times. What a run there. Bouncing off blockers, and it's a great block right there. Let's try something simple here. He's got a man with a step. It's a good play right there by number 24. 49-yard attempt now. As that is going to be a miss most likely. That is completely on me. I probably should have just gone for it either way, to tell you the truth. 4th and inches, kick very close to, if not completely out of my kicker's range. Good deflection there by number 31, Roy. I don't think it's Roy Williams, is it? It's not. I don't think it is. It's some other Williams, but I don't think it's Roy. No, well. It might be. Got a man in motion. And they've got a tight end over the top, number 86. Not over the top, over the middle, I should say. It's number 86. Gonna send a huge blitz here. As that was a good call by me. Knew they had to run the ball eventually. Good stop there by number 51, bringing down Clinton Portis right away. Not an easy thing to do. Some pretty good defense, even though he did get a couple of yards. And did, I'm pretty sure, almost break a tackle. Still a good play nonetheless. As that is some good defense right there. Also mixed with a bad throw. Looks like they're going to go ahead and punt from here. Not really a shocker. As that was a bit too much to try. Gonna try out halfback screen here, or maybe slot guy gets open, which he does. He's got space. He makes the catch. Tackle made by number 41. It's always nice when the halfback screen plays seem to go where they're not supposed to go. Not to the tight end, or not to the when it's not going to the halfback is when it seems to be the most effective. It doesn't seem like they'll have any help back there in that left corner. As I was correct to assume, it's just one man is good deflection or good stop there by number 41. Now 3rd and 4. What will the Cowboys do? Looks like they're going to play it safe and they're going to try to run it. They've got space. Emmitt Smith up the middle. They're going to keep the offense on the field and will keep the defense as well. Looks like they'll have absolutely no help on that right side unless Sean Taylor drops back into a deep zone, which he's kind of interfering a bit with the route, but it still gets caught on a perfect pass there. And a great catch by, I don't know how to say his name, Lily. 2-minute warning has come upon us. The Redskins are out in front, 10-3. The new pickup proving to be very valuable. You can try this fade route to the corner of the end zone. And he's wide open! Glenn! Terry Glenn on the left side. A great throw and a great catch.
Into his receiver's hands. Nice throw. Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far, he's got 158 yards and 1 touchdown.
The kick is up and the kick is through the uprights.
It's good.
Billy Condon kicking off for the Cowboys.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set.
Kicks the ball off, possibly for the Redskins to start maybe the last possession before halftime. A good spin move kind of threw me off. Out to the 26-yard line. Can the Cowboys defense make a clutch stop? That's the true question.
As their offense will start at their own 26-yard line.
He's going to make a throw, and it's batted down by Williams on the left side. Great play right there.
Williams came in and got a hand on that football and left no
Do I think we can get away with sending the pressure? I think we probably can.
He is doing his part, that is for sure.
nice to see aggressive. We like that, Dan.
Good stop there. Timeout, Dallas.
Cowboys take their first timeout.
Just make sure they don't pick up a first down, and we should be good. As it's almost intercepted there by number 51. That would have been a very clutch interception had he pulled it off. But he's a linebacker, so you don't ever expect them to make the plays. Just gonna fair catch it, save time, and save from a possible muffed kick or something. Looks like this play could break big if Sean Taylor maybe drops to that middle, which he's not going to, but he does get blocked. Kind of got blocked directly into Emmitt Smith's path. Not exactly what we were looking for there, but it was a good play nonetheless. Campbell over the middle. It's a lob right over the middle to Campbell. He got wide open right there.
First down with 2 tight ends to the right.
Got Witten, and he just doesn't even try to make the catch. This play could go pretty big depending on how this turns out. I tried to lead the pass and it's deflected. I tried leading that to the outside, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. Slot reverse strong. Oh, here's a good one. Try to catch him off guard. Maybe hit Brian over the middle. Looks like maybe a cover 2. I would like to think. Maybe a disguised cover 3. I'm not sure. As that's just beautiful defense right there. There's nothing more to say about that. That's just great defense. That punch would be pretty good with the wind.
Number 1 takes the long snap and punts it away.
That was a great punt.
The Redskins let this one.
Number 1 handles this one nicely and puts it out of bounds and away.
I used to not know how to punt in this game, but I've kind of figured out that there's a shadow underneath the like kick trajectory thing, and if you follow that, that'll usually push you in the correct direction. You know, throw it into coverage, deflection made by number 41 or 47, I should say. Also, I was told that apparently in the first episode I must have edited the clip wrong. That wasn't on me. I was trying to pull him right back to the inside, and he just kept running out of bounds. But I must have edited the clip wrong or something, and ended up making a mistake that put the back half of the episode twice up, I guess. And so, I guess rip on that. Gonna have to go for another fair catch here. Got 13 seconds on the clock. Can the Cowboys make something happen? The likely answer, probably not. He's got a man. It's almost intercepted there by number 22. Very unlikely that anything gets open. Quincy Carter has room. Steps out of bounds, giving time for one more play before halftime. What a play there by Quincy Carter. Could have taken that for more had I had a couple of seconds left. Is a field goal a possibility? That's the real question. We missed a 49-yarder earlier. And it's going to be no. Once again, I messed up the kick. I love how I was talking about how consistent of a kicker he is. And then I've missed 2 kicks in a row based off of what I was saying was good about the meter being slow. Luckily, we do get the ball after halftime. Well, we're not going to watch the halftime show because no one's really deserved anything from half. So, normally, like, if there was, you know, something interesting happening, then sure. But this game has just been kind of oddly defensive. But nobody's defense has made a good enough play or two that's made anything or anyone worthy of a halftime hero award. This could be good if they don't play defense right. Carter's going to truck a man up to the whatever yard line that is. The 27. Emmitt Smith with a gain of 5 or 6 right there. Once again, averaging about 4 yards a carry. As I guess I must be stuck in one formation. And I just didn't realize it until now. He's open on the curl, gain of 6. Tiki Barber had a day. What a play there by Emmitt Smith. Probably if the blockers play the right players there, that ends up going for a touchdown, but they don't block the right people there, so it ends up not going for a touchdown. Pretty simple. Emmitt Smith's going to be open. It's deflected and almost intercepted on multiple occasions right there. Really probably should have been intercepted, but I will not complain. He's got a man over the middle. It's Campbell, who's been very sure-handed over this whole season to now. Very surprising player to kind of have break out in a way. He has a huge hit there by number 36. I believe that's Sean Taylor, maybe. I think at this point in his career, he would have been number 36 still. I could be wrong. He's got a man with a huge amount of space over the middle, and it's a touchdown. 83, Terry Glenn with his second on the day now. Just bad coverage there by number 21. Billy Cundiff to kick the extra point. The kick is going to be up, and it's going to be straight down the middle. Hasn't missed an extra point. I mean, extra points is pretty easy to be consistent on no matter what, though. But, see, probably if we get that kick meter right there on either of the kicks on the other side of the half, it probably, one of them at least, probably goes in. This is definitely turning out to seem like a bit of a dream team. Dove a bit too soon, but number 47 and to just absolutely massacre Clinton Portis right there. Gonna use her Woodson right here. I mean, I was able to get there for the play. He just, oh no. No. Terrence Newman. I think he's actually pretty young at this point in his career. Oh boy. Good deflection by Singleton. It said Bryant, but I don't think there's any Bryant on defense. Another one that really could have been intercepted, and it just falls out of the hands of the defender. He's going to throw it very inaccurately, incomplete. Bring back another blocker all the way back. Buddy, you were supposed to help block, not just stand there until I get cornered. But, I mean, I guess if that's what you think your job is, then have at it. As just terrible blocking right there by the guard. Could have probably gone for a maybe few yards. Emmitt Smith had a lane, and he just gets caught up on his own player. He maybe goes for a solid touchdown or something. I don't know. Feel bad for him because, I mean, that should have been a huge gain. And he's got a man on the left sideline. It's Glenn. Once again, maybe over 100 yards. Probably not, though. Maybe very close either way. 85 yards on the day. That was a beautiful throw as well there. Quincy Carter definitely looking like he could end up being the franchise QB. He's got a man over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not over the middle, it's over the left, I suppose. Kind of the left middle, I don't know.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up.
He's got room on the left side. I tried to slide there, but it didn't work. Quincy Carter having himself a field day. 3 rushes for 56 yards. You're not going to get that with any other QB. Emmitt Smith going to be tackled after a gain of 3. Smith is quite tired, I would have to say. But he doesn't come out of the game when he gets tired. Smith fights forward for a first down. That's what you just don't get with any other running back I've found. Emmitt Smith is just one of those guys. He just keeps going. He's still in the game with barely even half stamina. He's going to have a lane up the middle. It's Quincy Carter. Almost had another lane for a second touchdown on the day, but just not enough blocking up the field. But that's not really to be expected to have, that much blocking, down the field, because then, well, it's pass play. Gonna have a man, it's Emmitt Smith, who's gonna get in for his first touchdown of the day, I want to say. What a throw there on the run, too. It might not look like much, but for this game, that's a good throw. Three passing touchdowns, apparently, for Quincy Carter, which means I guess he didn't have a rushing touchdown. Oh, no, that was in the last episode, wasn't it? So Quincy Carter is definitely emerging in this game as quite the player. We just have to utilize him more to his strengths instead of using him more as a pocket passer. Which, I mean, he's capable of sitting in the pocket, it seems. He's better utilized rolling out of the pocket. Good tackle there by both safeties. Will they try to snap the ball again? That's the question. They try to clear a lane for him to come through untouched, which I did. They probably don't get up to the line here. Yeah, no. This has definitely been a lot more challenging of a game, but their offense has just fallen apart in the second half. Their defense, well, really, it seems like they're just kind of getting run down at this point. As we've almost get another interception by 41, or 47, I keep calling it 41. No, 47. Interesting play call here, coming out with 2 running backs. As that was the most ridiculously dumb thing I might have ever seen in my life. They just ran a pitch play on 4th and 8. I mean, I'll take it. You can't blame me, or really anything apart from the CPU, for bad play calling by the CPU. I'm convinced if we get an extra blocker out there to that side, might be able to break this big. As no, it actually went for less because I got too cocky trying to run off that left edge. Powered into the backfield and made the tackle. He's got room to run. He's going to get tackled. Over 75 yards rushing. 89 yards rushing on the day for Quincy Carter. That's over 400 yards, I think, of total offense for just Quincy Carter alone. He's got a man who just drops it. Once again, we get another example of Carter throwing the pass on the money and it's just dropped. Evan Smith, gain of 1. Not sure what number is Sean Taylor right now. I can't tell. We've got a man over the middle and it's just colliding routes that end in tragedy. Billy Cundiff, 1 for 3 today. Can he at least go 2 for 4? The kick is going to be up, and it is really good. 3.5 minutes left in the final quarter of the game. Kick is down the field. They've got their pretty good returner so far today, who's really gotten them pretty good returns on basically every kick so far. As that's a great throw over the left or the right side. Can we catch up? No, we can't. Okay, the linebacker finally able to make the tackle, but that was a great spin move, might I add. We may be up by 3 possessions, but it's 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and they have all 3 timeouts. So all it takes is one really good play for them on defense, and they can turn this back around. Come over there. It's incomplete pass over the right side, as they just have continued to try to throw the ball from there, and that's just not going to work against this defense. I try to throw it again. They throw into coverage, and they have an easy shot at a field goal here. I would assume they take it, which they do. This has a shot at missing. Kick is up, and the kick is barely going to squeak to the inside of the goalpost. I forgot to mention, actually I might have mentioned it earlier, this episode is being recorded as episode 2 gets uploaded. So it might already be done, I'm not sure. Kick bounces, and they recover it. What a kick there by the Redskins. Keep in mind, this is not the football team yet. It is still the Redskins. As Brunell going to scramble for about 14 or 15 on the play. I throw it over that right side. Tackle made by Hunter. Going to have to do more than check it down, though, if they want to win this game. As another run there by Brunell. I guess he's trying to prove that he's the better scrambling QB or something. Is he going to be sacked once again by the rookie and new pickup for this team, Edwards? As he's once again going to scramble up the middle. I'm not sure what his game plan is here. As he's going to almost throw an interception on the right hash. Almost the 2-minute warning. If they pick it up, it will be the 2-minute warning, or no matter what, the 2-minute warning will be use is once again on 4th and long, they pitch the ball to the inside. I'm just not sure how this coach has a job. That was some of the worst decision making I think I might have ever seen by a computer. Pick up a 5 as they call timeout. Does not seem like they are prepared on that left side. I'm going to try to send the tight end in motion. And it's Smith. First down on the play. I'll try to catch him off guard here. They're not going to be ready for it, so I'm going to try throwing a deep bomb. That's not going to be open, but L1 is, and it's barely going to fit through there, staying in bounds, though, as that will be a timeout, and that is the end of the game. As I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end, so you guys don't have to sit through that. Somehow they... Not sure. Wait, what happened? So, okay. Hold on, let me go to the 4th quarter here. So... No, it's going to be all the way down here, isn't it? So... Oh, so Quincy Carter throws a big play touchdown when he should have just been kneeing it. But okay, I see how the CPU is. So once again, another touchdown for Quincy Carter. I won't complain. Then extra point good. Kickoff return for 3 yards. And then an 80-yard touchdown almost to Clinton Portis. See, this is a lot more than should have happened. Huh. Alright, well, you saw there's nothing I could do there. I guess that means I'll have to sim after it gets a lot lower down in the clock. Maybe after, a minute or something like that. Because the game was within, taking a knee. So, yeah. Go ahead and... Wait! All right. Well, that was not intentional. I was watching it sim the bye week, and I was thinking, why is it simming the bye week? And then once I saw it, it didn't even give me a chance to realize it was simming week 5. Instantly we won. I mean, I don't want that to be how we win, but then there's also Quincy Carter just had the game of a lifetime against Washington. And I don't want to just erase that so I can, fix what it ended up breaking. So I guess we're 4-0 now. I guess you could call this a 2-1, but it's not. That was just... There should be an undo button, bro. I guess let's check team statistics. Passing yard wise, we are pretty bottom tier. Rushing yard wise, we're, you know, top 10. Total yards allowed by the defense. We're number 1 in rushing yards allowed, most likely. Yeah, barely. Yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty good in passing yards allowed. Let's look at player stats, though. So, Quincy Carter threw 3 interceptions in our win last week. That's some extreme BS, might I add. I can't let that happen, man. I'm sorry, I can't let that happen. I'm gonna have to, because I don't want to win a game that I didn't earn. So I'm just going to simulate game. And basically we do this over and over again until we win. Since we can't just, you know, force win in this game. Then I'm just going to have to hope that Quincy Carter's stats don't end up sucking. Because, bro, he legit would have won Player of the Week, too. There's no questioning that. That's what's so sickening about it, is that I'm getting punished for winning a game. And I'm not even quite sure how I managed to slip up, too. Alright, that looks more close to what the score really should have been either way. Let's look at player stats. How does this make any sense? I'm going to have to simulate. Quincy Carter's got to get at least a couple touchdowns in the sim. And that, I mean, no one can call this cheating. There's no way this is cheating. This is a mistake that couldn't be undone on a good win. And now we just have to try to correct the mistake. See, what's it doing? I don't recall telling it to start to simulate the whole season. I'm pretty sure I would realize if I told it the sim season. Unless maybe I just am being stupid. Alright, that looks relatively close to the real score. Now tell me Quincy Carter got stats. That's not good, bro. That's not fine with me, dude. I mean, no, it's just, well, see, that's just, oh no, wait, no, those are season stats. So he threw, what, 1 touchdown to 1 interception? For whatever reason, I was thinking that was in the last game alone. But no, I mean, I don't want his stats to be, you know, super juiced from this. Like, I'm fine if he throws, like, 2 touchdowns more than the amount of interceptions he throws. But he's gotta have some reward for how good he did, bro. It's just not even debatable. Worst comes worst, I play it off screen on like Pro or something, I don't know. And then just run out the rest of the clock with like backups or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't see this as cheesy in any way. Okay, this time I know for a fact I did click Sim Season on accident. Stop it, okay. ESPN. Not team stats, player stats. See, so he's going from throwing, what, 5 touchdowns or something, and having like almost 100 yards rushing, to the game thinking, oh yeah, well, I mean, clearly, he can't do good in sim. I don't know what its issue is. No, I'm going to change the game plan real quick. Coach's game plan. Pass. I'll put it up to like right there. And maybe that'll get him throwing more. I'm not sure. We lose, which means I'll have to go through and set it up again. I mean, what's most likely to happen if I can't get this thing to give him reasonable stats in sim is that I'll just have to delete this episode and completely re-record. I did not mean to press play game. I also need to set up my depth chart too. So that's what I'll do real quick. Give me a second here. Oh, we don't even have the DT I signed. Great. This is some baloney, man. Absolute baloney. Alright, well here, I'll get all of this set up, then I'll save, and then I'll fix it. Okay, let's... Okay. Boom. He has accepted offer. Game plan. No, that's the wrong one. Actually, I do need to be in here for a second, though. And put right there. Alright, coach's game plan. I should pass more. And then I save. This also has it to where our game should just get simmed. Snap of a finger. So hopefully I'll eventually. Once again, don't mind my dog whining. I'll get out in a second. Sim game. As that was a pathetic loss. Hey, I know this is completely boring. I give you full permission to click off the video at this point if you want to. But, you know, I've got to make sure that this seems somewhat reasonable. You know, I don't even care what the score is. I want him to have a couple of touchdowns. So all that happened there was his pass percentage went down. So I know he's got 3 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. So if he can have 5 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, I'm fine with that. Or, you know, 6 to 3, or just anything. But I'm not going to deal with this where the only times that we win a game, it's just over and over again. He's throwing like 2 interceptions to like 2 touchdowns. Like, it's not going to help his stats or replicate anything that he did. And now we're going to start a losing streak too, I bet. This is a load of barnacles, as he says in SpongeBob. Come on. Alright, I'm going to give it 3 more tries. If if I don't get reasonable stats on a win, might I add, on a win, then I'm just going to delete the episode and then I'll re-record at some point, probably tomorrow. Alright, 2 more tries left. We had our stretches of good games, and it seems like those good games started to run out, and now, when we finally do win, we've basically got 2 shots to win and for Carter to get his stats. Come on, don't do this. I didn't sit here for an hour recording myself absolutely destroying a team and getting my quarterback great stats for the game to tell me, yeah, you clicked the wrong button. Oh well. One more try. You know what? I'm going to give it one more win. Has to be one more win. This is the type of stuff that just makes you lose motivation, man. Alright, now, clearly Washington didn't have any success in this game, meaning that their defense shouldn't have done good either. And with my coaching thing set to be mostly passing, to be good. Hallelujah. 3-1. That's not that. That's perfect. 3-1 is the exact type of thing I needed to see. That is something I will accept. So, go ahead and save the franchise. And then I'm also going to look at Quincy Carter's contract to see what I have to work with here. Give me a second. Alright. Sorry about that. I was looking at Snapchat to check the stories. So I want to see, what's Quincy Carter's contract situation looking like? Most likely 2 years. Yep. What's it going to cost to extend him within the season? Only about $1 million a year. He wants a huge bonus. I mean, I think, let's see. Second highest. I mean, we should have the money to pay him. Are there any like non-needed players on the roster? I mean, I really probably don't need this guy, but he's not going to save enough money. And there's this dude who's my kick returner, and I kind of need him. I really don't need this guy, Jeff Robinson. He's old, and that's a roster spot I can free. And there's this guy who, he's never really on the field, but he made a good play in the last game. Then there's this guard who actually, let me see, is there any team out there that's like, okay, there we go, that should work, the Jets. Should I go for Lamont Jordan? I mean, he would make a great backup. He's pretty cheap. He's very reasonably good. What is carrying? Or like hold on the ball or whatever it is. That's not going to tell me, is it? secure ball. Yeah, it's not very good. Alright, well, maybe... Oh, I didn't remove him from the trade. Maybe you get away with a 4th and 5th? Oh, they would have too many players. Alright, well, how about this? You send me, I don't know, this guy as well. So I'll take his cap hit from you. Well, does that make you want to do the trade more? Oh, it does. Interesting. I can get away with that. Yep, 4th from both years. Then it doesn't affect me just to go to this guy and be like, ha, I don't want you. Released to free agency. And look at that. I also don't really need this Bickerstaff guy, do I? He's not really very fast. We also have the perfect successor to Emmitt Smith. He's a rookie, really has better stats. What's a secure ball? Not that great, that's for sure. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode, maybe. Once I can get done with roster cuts. A lot of useless players on the roster, I'll tell you what. I don't really think I need I don't think I need Stewart. I'll call him Dewart because Stallard. I thought it was Dallas Stewart, but no, it's Dale Roy. What a name. Got a lot of players I don't really need. Emmitt Smith is on contract year. What's his dude? Yeah, it is Roy Williams. I was thinking about that. Alright, well, before this gets way too long, hopefully you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.